I'm Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comment Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos, and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments, if the Goo Goo Dolls went on tour with Lady Gaga, that would be the Goo Goo Gaga tour. So kicking it off this week with last week's Comment Corner, the turkey dad jokes. Starting it off this week, surprisingly, because usually he gets his comments in at the very last minute, Jay McCool commented, "You know why the turkey brought a microphone? He was ready to roast." Nice. Then Jay McCool commented, "Why is the film bestie so desperate to convince people he's not J Spud?" The film bestie replied to that, "How can I be J Spud? He's a Jewish cowboy from New York. That's all the way on the other side of the country. Yeesh." Yeah, Josh, we're buying it. The answer to that question is, I don't know. He's Josh. He does things. Then Daniel DeLeon 69 commented, "Happy Thanksgiving, Davey." Thank you. I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving too. Then, my brother Josh, the film bestie, made his own comment. "Stop showing my hard laugh tracks to your lame dad jokes. What's wrong with you? You know you love the dad jokes. How do you sit there and complain about my dad jokes but then go make a bunch of your own? Hypocrite." Someone told my friend I sound like an owl. I just looked at him and asked, "Who?" Then on my Davey's Awesome Stories, between Halloween and Christmas, where I talked about how people get so annoyed that some of us like to start celebrating Christmas right after Halloween, Paul Jetto commented, "Thanksgiving is fun. Yams, yo. Yams. But it is indeed the Christmas season. What's your favorite Christmas song?" Robert Kindler replied to him, "Mistress for Christmas." Jay McCool also replied to him, "The Mr. Hanky song." Okay. I've been thinking about this since you commented it at the beginning of the week. I don't have an answer. I love so many Christmas songs. I can't pick one favorite. I love the classics, of course, like Silent Night and Oh Holy Night. I like some of the newer ones. I have a Michael Bublé Christmas album that I listen to all the time, and I love his version of All I Want for Christmas and Feliz Navidad. So I can't pick one. I'm sorry. Then Jay McCool commented, "Good thing you found a wife who was willing to start Christmas right after Halloween." Willing to? It was her idea. Then Jay McCool commented, "You've inspired me to write some Thanksgiving carols." Well, that's what I'm here for, to inspire. Then Jay McCool commented, "And then Christmas comes and you have to have more turkey." Says who? I don't have a turkey at Christmas. Don't get me wrong, I love turkey. I do. But by the end of Thanksgiving, I'm over it for a while. Like even now, all the leftover turkey is gone, and I don't really want any more anytime soon. Usually around Christmas, I make a ham, or sometimes I'll change it up a little bit. One year I made a duck. It was delicious. I don't do another turkey that close to Thanksgiving. Then Richard Daly commented, "Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat, so good." I think that was his rendition of a Thanksgiving carol, which he might be onto something there. Then the film bestie commented, "Seriously, Samhain is over, and already the Yule decorations are already everywhere? What about the Mabon Autumn Equinox decorations? Why aren't we celebrating Mabon?" Well, because first of all, that's actually in September. And second, this is not the Netherlands. Then Jay McCool commented, "I think Canadians care about Canadian Thanksgiving." I don't care. I told my son he was adopted. He looked at me and said, "I had a feeling about this. Now I want to know who my biological parents are." I said, "We are your biological parents. Now pack your stuff. Your new parents will be here in a minute." Then going back to last week's Davey's Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed Under the Black Hat, My Life in WWE and Beyond by Jim Ross, Robert Kindler commented, "You should review Pat Patterson's book. First, I'd have to read it. And it's on my list of books to read, but I'm not going to lie to you, it's not high up there. Do not believe everything you read in a public toilet. It turns out Sharon was not down to have a good time." Then on this week's Davey's Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed AEW Full Gear 2023, an awesome show, Daniel DeLeon 69 commented, "My favorite match from Full Gear has to be Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland. I think that was everybody's favorite match that night. It was freaking brutal." A new commenter, David Combs, "Best Megadeth album apart from Rust," which I gotta say, very descriptive name, replied to Daniel DeLeon 69, Full Gear was better than Survivor Series. The death match was sick, but awesome. Love every disgusting minute. Gotta agree with you on both of those points. Then Robert Kindler commented, when the big announcement turns out to be a guy who already has like 9 matches in AEW. You know, it's funny that every AEW basher I get, like you, doesn't even watch it. Because if you did, you'd know. It wasn't like 9, it was 3. There is a difference. Secondly, the big announcement wasn't that a guy who's wrestled here is now signed. The big announcement was that the hottest free agent in wrestling signed with AEW. WWE wanted him bad. But I'm glad he didn't go to WWE because they clearly do not know what to do with anybody whose name isn't Roman Reigns or Logan Paul. And then the only thing they knew to do with those guys is keep shoving them down our throat. If Will Ospreay had gone to WWE, I honestly see his career there going the way of AJ Styles, where occasionally they do something with him, but nothing that memorable, but most of the time he gets pushed into the background. Now that that is settled, Paul Jetto commented, I took my girl to this show and it was amazing, dude. Oh, I'm jealous of you that you got to go. And that you had a woman that would go with you. Mine won't. But it's cool, I can still take my kid. Then my brother Josh, the film bestie, commented, I grew tired of Sting years ago. No one cares that he's retiring. He needs to accept that he's old. Old news. This sparked a little controversy, as David Combs, best Megadeth album apart from Rust, replied to him, what's your problem? Show some respect. You will be old one day. Glad he's retiring, and will be missed when he's gone. We need the legends. These youngsters suck. No one asked you to comment anyway. Jay McCool also replied, just because you don't care about Sting doesn't mean no one does. Yeah, the film bestie made them mad. I agree with both of you. I'm not mad about it, but then again, I know how Josh is. But that is the truth. You don't care about Sting anymore. The rest of wrestling does. Even non-AEW fans care that he's retiring. We understand he's retiring because, yes, he has gotten old, and he can't do this full-time anymore. But we respect him for everything he has done, which is a lot. Just because you don't like him doesn't mean nobody else does. And I definitely agree with the sentiment that he does deserve respect for everything he has done. Then Jay McCool made his own comment. This show was so freaking awesome. AEW showing how it's done. Again! I can't argue with that. The show was freaking great. Then Jay McCool commented, what do you think about the new Continental Championship? Well, obviously I can't comment on what it looks like because we haven't seen it yet. But as far as the concept, I'm not that excited because even though AEW has some very nice looking belts, they really are getting oversaturated with championships. So now they're going to have 3 mid-card championships, World Championship, Women's World and Mid-Card Championship, Tag Team Championship, and Trios Championship. It's getting to be a little much. You know why chickens are so funny? Because. Then on my Davy's Awesome Food, where I reviewed the 2 new Mountain Dew Game Fuels, Citrus Cherry and Mystic Punch, Daniel DeLeon69 commented, both drinks are interesting, and I want to try them out for myself. Well, I'll leave you to that. Paul Jetto commented, you know what would be awesome? Pumpkin spice root beer. Every time I read that comment, my nipples get hard. Then the film bestie commented, not just anyone can work at the Mountain Dew factory. You gotta have a can-do attitude. 2 Mountain Dews are sitting on a counter. One Mountain Dew is almost empty, and the other is fresh out of the icebox. The fresh Mountain Dew looks at the old Mountain Dew and notices he looks upset. He asks, what's wrong? The other drink responds, I can't do this anymore. What do you call Mountain Dew that gives you a heart attack? Mountain Dew Code Blue. Your mama's so dumb she tried to climb Mountain Dew. Me, do you want something to drink? We've got a new soda called Princess D. It's a tribute to Princess Diana. Friend, got anything else? Me, just Mountain Dew. Friend, so those are the only 2 options? Me, it's do or die. Yeah, and this is the reason you shut up about the dad jokes. And the final comment this week, Jay McCool commented, are you wearing a Snuggie? Jealous. Scientists have discovered a food that will dramatically decrease a sex drive. It's called wedding cake. So there you have it. That's Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications when I post videos, and leave a comment of your own to be in next week's Comic Corner. Love you guys.